starts in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Hello, hello, hello. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to all the viewers of 89.5 The Playroom. This is Crizel, and with me is.
This is D'Angelo.
Anyway, thank you so much, guys, for being with us again. This is the third episode of Power Playroom mobile series, and I would like to thank everyone who are here who shared our posters and our live streams. Please
Mhm.
do keep on sharing it, and we'll give you a nice show tonight, right?
Yeah, that's
And
right.
the reason, you know what? Si Angelo is a very, very helpful because he was the one who gave this idea to have a power playroom mobile series for the DJs para makilala
Mhm.
naman natin ang mga Filipino DJs na magagaling.
Yes,
And tonight is one of the hottest DJs here in Manila.
yes.
Maraming followers to. And I know, I really, really know him because we've been na-interview na namin yan ni Edgy dati. Pero, you know
Mhm.
what? Because 89.5 is extra special. You know more about Migs Santillan. And
Yeah.
now, D'Angelo, please tell me a little information about Migs.
All right. So, can you hear me clearly?
Yeah, very clear.
Yeah, that's right. So,
Galing eh. Nainggit ako. Oh my God.
anyway,
I mean,
later, yeah,
go.
later. Okay, so i-share ko bakit malinaw ang audio natin ngayon.
Oh,
So,
please,
yeah,
please.
yeah. So, by the way, so without further ado, so let me introduce this guy, our special guest for the third episode of Power Playroom Mobile Interview Series. So, welcome, ladies and gentlemen, wherever you are, wherever you are in the world, Luzon, Visayas,
Yeah.
and Mindanao. Yes, welcome to the Playroom. Ayan.
Yes.
So right now, this guy is started from a humble beginning. Okay, so he started from his
Yes.
home computer. So from home computer, so doon nag-start ang center stage career niya. Okay, so
Oh.
this guy he was born in 1991. So perhaps compute mo yun kung
Oh.
ilan taon na siya ngayon. So perhaps mga 29 or 30.
Mas bata sa atin to, Angelo.
Yeah. Well, wala tayong magagawa.
Okay.
Una-una lang yan.
You're very talented. Okay, come
Yes.
on.
So yeah. So he had an affinity for dance music since his early
Yes.
childhood, and as he grew up, he developed a love for mixed shows of 80s and early 90s club songs. An art he continued to delve in today. So his big break, ang pinaka big break niya to become a DJ was with Magic 89.9. So he started as a junior jock in 2007. Okay, so
Yes.
that's what yun ang pinaka big break niya. So now, so as a student training DJ, so nagkaroon sila ng mga training programs such as yung mga airing, dialogue, and
Yes.
many other fields. So also, so may mga mentors siya dito. So mentors niya the likes of DJ John Tupas, Nino Belsa,
Oh.
and David Argente. So dito sa tatlong to,
David
isa to sa
Argento.
magiging isa sa mga DJs na mention ko, he will be our guest DJ next week. So for now, hindi ko muna sasabihin. It's a
Yes.
surprise.
I'm
All right.
excited. I'm
Yeah,
very excited.
so
Yes.
now, so all of these guys na mentor niya, sila DJ John Tupas, si Nino Belsa, and David
David
Argente. So
Argento.
all of whom mentored Migs in their own ways. So now, Without further ado, let me introduce this guy. So, isa to sa mga hottest DJ in the metro. Isa sa mga sought after when it comes to 80s and 90s and 70s.
Yes.
And he is active right now, a director of Magic 89.9.
Very good.
Yeah,
Nice.
yeah, that's right. So now, without further ado, let me introduce to you Mr. Jose Miguel Antonio
Oh,
Santillan, or also known as DJ Migs
Migs.
Santillan.
Oh, he knows your full name.
Hey, good evening, everybody. Nga, you know my full
Ang
name. You
haba
can stalk
talaga.
me very well.
Ang galing na researcher
Bravo,
namin.
bravo.
Oh my God, you have a long name.
I
How
know,
did
my
your
God.
parents arrived it? I mean, like, how did they?
Yeah, well, funny story yan. Kasi
So
it started
long.
lang as
I want
Miguel
to know. I want
Antonio.
to know that first.
So it started out as Miguel Antonio, diba? So
Okay.
like that, they started with those two kasi those are some of the
Yes.
normal names you have in our family. Tapos, one of my titas was like, hey, 13 letters,
Yes.
bad luck yan. So they added, at first, J lang. Kasi they're like, you know what, it's whatever. Just put
Oh,
something there so she's happy. Pero
yeah. Yeah.
I think sabi ng registrar, like, you wait, hang on, you can't just name your child J. That's unless you make it Jay.
Yeah.
Sige naman lang Jose. But here's the funny part. They forgot about this. So for the longest time they were under the impression that Jose was just there as a placeholder until I was in college. As in I put in my UP entrance exam J. And they were like, "Sir, this doesn't match your birth certificate." I'm like, "Huh?
Oh,
Sir, you have to
shucks.
resubmit." Huh? So ayun.
What the
So
heck until college?
yeah, because
You've been
I
using
was like
just
Jose, Jose.
J.
Yeah, and then I was like Jose, Jose, Jose. And they were
Oh.
like, no, your name's really just Jay. My brother, my sister, my mom and dad, they're all like, yeah, your name's just Jay. I'm like, huh? And you waited 17
Oh.
years to tell me this?
Oh
So yeah,
my.
so yeah, imagine every quiz, every exam would be a
Ang
nightmare
hab.
from the get-go. Kasi,
I know.
so by
Because
the time
my
I finished
name is so
writing
long too. But hold on. Your name is how many? Jose
Miguel
Miguel
Antonio,
Miguel
so three
Antonio.
first
Antonio.
names,
3
then
first names,
then
then
Veloso, Santillan.
Veloso.
So yeah,
And it's long. Veloso and Santillan is really long when you write
super.
it.
So until
Oh
now,
my
especially now, na
gosh.
every time we have to have like a PCR test or everything.
Oh
And
my gosh.
for all these medical tests, no abbreviations like Jose Miguel Antonio Veloso. By the time I finish, I'm like my
How
hand
about if
hurts
you
now.
go to the other country? Di ba? Parang sa ano, yung mga declaration.
Oo,
Kasya
full
ba
name rin.
pangalan mo doon?
Hindi.
Kasya pa din sa mga
Hindi.
box.
Yung mga
Yun
ano,
yun eh. Doon
yung
ako.
mga arrival cards. Lahat ng arrival
Yes,
cards ko, I
arrival
fill up
cards.
kasi
Yeah.
like because I used to travel a lot before the pandemic hit. So all my arrival
Yes.
cards, I'd stockpile them na before, like if I go to a country like Japan especially, may stockpile na po
You,
mga
you,
niya.
you
Mga
think,
yan. Oo. At least with the Japan ones, they're open kasi they write in different characters, so it's open ended.
yes.
So it's just a big box. Very like for example, for what country was that?
The
Singapore.
NSAT. Also.
Limited
Oh
lang.
my
It's like okay,
God.
Santillan Jose Miguel Ant. Okay,
Hello?
that's it.
Ayan. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
true. Yeah, you
So I'd
can't.
always have
But
that.
first, can we greet your fans who are listening right now? Can we greet them first? I would like to say hi first to Maine. Maine said Kuracha daw. Do you know Kuracha?
Yes. Oh,
Nanonood yun
Karacha's the
sa'yo
best.
eh. Sa Kumu. Oh, yeah. Mga followers niya to. Say hi
I
to
know
Eric.
Karacha. Okay. Hey, Eric.
Edgy. Yeah,
Edgy, long time
Edgy.
no see.
Remember Edgy from the
Of
Zen show?
course.
Yeah. Maria Bernadette, hello, thank you. Gina Lynn, hello. And ayan, hold on, marami pa, sandali. I'm
Yeah.
I'm trying my best. Oh, DJ Migs, Kuracha Main here, oh, 'di ba?
Mhm.
And also one of
Oh.
your
Diba?
followers, Winnie Ching. Oh, good
Yeah.
evening to you too, my idol DJ Miguel Santillan of Magic 89.9. Mag-add mo ko and mag-confirm mo ko sa add mo naman daw siya sa Facebook.
Go.
Ano ba yan, Migs? Winnie Ching daw.
I barely
Add
check
mo
my
daw
Facebook,
siya.
so
Oh, see. It's always the fan page that's working, right?
the fan page is where I
Oh,
usually do everything, and I like to keep my
yes.
Facebook like separate from that.
All right.
I know, because
Mhm.
it's private, huh? So anyway, sige, let's go back. Um, So, are you ready?
Of course.
Are you
Always
ready
ready.
for the
Board
questions?
ready.
Yeah.
Of
Yeah.
course.
Oh, see, I love it. Because you know
Yeah.
what? Okay, first, when we interviewed Migs before,
Mm-hmm.
that's not how you look before. Now it's a whole new pandemic look for Migs. What made you turn into like this? But it's
Version
nice. Don't get me
2025.
wrong. It's nice. I like it. It's something different for you. What
Well,
came up?
well, okay, first I have to ask you which particular aspect of me is different because I can't like
Oh, the
it's a bunch of
hair.
different
No,
things.
no, you don't have this
Ah,
before, and you're
The
not yet
bird.
long hair before, right?
Uh-huh. Mm-hmm.
I've always wanted to have long hair actually. That's the thing is. So ngayon, hindi
Okay.
naman ako lumalabas. I just decided, you know what, I'm just not gonna go to the barbershop first. Ito, I think last time kasi we did an interview, I just came from a barbershop to have this like trimmed. And now I'm like, eh. Well, all
I
barbershops are
know.
closed, so like can't do that. I don't want to risk na cutting myself at home because you never know what could happen.
Yeah.
I know.
Lopsided.
Pero it's it's not that. It's just it's pandemic. That's
Oh,
why
oh, oh
it's
my God.
really.
Actually, one time earlier this year, I bought a shaver kasi for the beard. Eh. It ran out.
Mm-mm.
It ran out of batteries halfway through shaving. So kalahating nakashave, kalahating full ganito.
Yes. So paano
That's
yun?
funny.
Wala, I had to charge it. So I had 4 hours of just looking like Two-Face from Batman.
You could have at least pictured it. It's a nice memory.
I think I did. I think I have it
Really?
somewhere. Yeah.
You should share us. Dapat i-share mo yan sa amin. Shout out from Sultan Kudarat.
Yeah,
What the
JB
heck?
Bautista.
Hi, JV.
Hey, JV.
Hello. Guys, if you have any questions, make sure to comment down below because this is an interactive show.
Mhm.
So, lahat yan, if you really want to know more about Migs, just try to send us some of the questions here on our comment section. And again, hold on. Please do add DJ Migs Santillan on Facebook. Ayan, fan page yan. Like nyo lang po
Mhm.
Like
yan.
it.
So
Yeah.
you'll be updated sa mga shows niya at Magic 89.9. So syempre, thank you so much Migs ha, for giving us this opportunity. But eto na si Angelo. He will ask you the first question. Go.
Yeah. Anyway, once again, thank you, Mix, for accepting our invitation to be here tonight.
Of
And you are
course.
the third person to put you on air. So
Yes.
it's gonna be tomorrow. So that's Friday. But before anything else, we have kasi mga followers, viewers from different parts of the world. So
Mm-mm.
Yes.
they're looking forward, who
To
is Mig
hear.
Santillan?
Yes.
Yeah. So ngayon,
Yes.
my first question: are you taken or single and ready to mingle?
Still
Oh,
single. Still
oh
very
my
single.
God.
Not very
Galing
ready to
eh,
mingle
no?
because social distancing. Ha 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 ha.
All right.
Wait lang,
Now,
si Rosetto. Wait lang.
yeah, yeah,
Nike Air
exactly.
Max Collector. Is it true? Oh, alam nyo.
Yes.
Naku, marami akong
Mhm,
tanong. Sige, mamaya tayo dyan. Go, go, go,
mhm.
Angelo.
Yeah. Okay, so Migs, so based dito sa biography mo, you started like DJing using a home computer, right? So
Yes.
what particular gadget or DJ app you used as a beginner?
I started with virtual DJ. Actually, it's
All
so
right.
funny because what happened there was I went to a neighbor's house. This was like 2004, 2005.
Yes.
And he had virtual DJs. I was like, wow, that looks so cool. So I
Mhm.
downloaded it. I tried it just to see what it was like. And then I started practicing, started making mixes with using virtual DJ. And that for mga, I'd say mga 5, 6 years, I had no equipment at all.
Mhm.
Wala akong
Mhm.
controller, wala akong turntables, wala akong setup, ni wala. So in my earlier gigs nga, oh my gosh, my earlier gigs actually, I think for the first three bar gigs I had, I actually had to bring my entire desktop setup to play.
Yeah.
What event is
Wow.
that?
I think that was a no. That was just a bar in Jupiter before. So
Uh-huh.
I
All
was
right.
I would be there in the corner every night. I would bring like the suitcase like the suitcase talaga filled with all my
CPU.
equipment.
Yeah.
and it's
All
set to
right.
top every night.
Wow.
Oh my gosh, yeah. But hey, humble beginnings, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Start
yeah.
small,
So
Of
practice.
course.
how long does it take? How long does it take you to learn the DJ? I mean, the virtual DJ thing.
Oh, very. I learned like a month, less than a month. I learned already how to put together songs. Actually, I
Mhm.
learned by watching John Tupas before, because he used to spin live
Oh,
for Magic. So
Classic
I would
talaga si
yeah.
John
watch.
eh. No?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I would watch. I would see what he does with his turntables and with the mixer, and I used that, and I saw that, and
Yeah.
I tried to emulate that with virtual DJ at home, with as well
Yes.
as I could. So with whatever equipment was available, well, whatever settings were available, I just
Hmm.
tried to make that happen with virtual DJ, and then eventually I was like, oh, okay, so this is how you do it. So a few
Uh-huh.
like a month or maybe month and a half, and I already kind of learned like how to control the trim, how to control
Yeah.
the equalizers.
Yes.
The only thing that I was doing different was that I wasn't using the faders. I was using the crossfader to go between
Hmm.
tracks. And then my
Hmm.
brother,
Oh.
who used to be, kasi my brother kasi used to love going out to clubs and watching like rave DJs back when he was a teenager. He told me,
Mm-hmm.
why don't you try using the faders? You might have a much easier time. I'm like, okay, try it.
Hmm.
Oh,
And
hello.
it worked.
Yeah,
And it worked. Yeah.
it did.
And what genre did you start playing with?
80s. Like
80s.
as
So you love
in,
music.
80s.
yeah, 110 to 130 BPM 80s talaga. That's the music I started playing around with when I started out.
And now, I saw your video last year that you were playing 12-inch vinyls to your lives,
Yes.
to your live sets. So,
Oh, collection
when
yan.
did you start collecting the vinyls?
Huh. Let's
Oh.
see. When was that? Would have been around 2005. Oh wait, just to
Hmm.
answer Sage Vic, right now I'm using a DJM 900 Nexus and two 12 Techniques 1200 Techniques SL3 Mark 3,
Oh.
yeah. So
Wow.
Nice.
I started collecting vinyl in, I think, around, yeah, 2005.
Hmm.
Yeah.
And my first record I had was by this new wave group called B Movie, called Switch On Switch Off. 12-inch local press. Didn't know the difference yet between local and foreign
Yeah, yeah,
pressed
yeah,
Yeah.
records
yeah.
and the sound
Yes.
quality.
Hmm.
So yeah, that's the first one I had, and then eventually it grew and grew and grew. Now I have a less room in my room for me and more for my records.
Okay.
Pero ano, from the last interview, the most expensive na collection mo dyan?
Do you want me to
Can
get it?
you? Oh, yes, please. Oh,
Sige,
yes,
sige.
please, Migs. Show
Wait,
us.
let me try to go look for it.
Sure.
It's a rarity. Funnily enough, it's locally made.
Oo. Alam mo, ito si Migs mahilig mag-share yan. Diyan ako naaaliw dyan eh. Because
Uh-huh.
he likes sharing. And those collections that he have, talagang pinaghirapan niya yan. Oh my God, nakaka-proud tong batang to. Anyway, si Maha may tanong. Sabi ni Maha, who is your inspiration, Migs? Very good talaga to si Maha. Love, love to eh. Okay. Hi
What
muna
is?
tayo kay Aldrin.
Uh-huh.
Hi, Aldrin. And DJ Mix is so nice and very accommodating. Of course. Nako, napakabait niyan.
And shout
Okay.
out to Richard Ronquillo. Man,
Sige
thank you
lang.
for now.
I'd
Ito
like to
si
say hi
Richard
to,
kasi si
ayan,
Richard
kay
ang
Chubby
tumulong
Nix.
sa atin.
Ayan, si Richard. Oh,
Yeah.
Richard. Ayan, si DJ Richard. Oh.
Yeah.
Hello. And Chubby Kicks, hi. Marinelle, hello. How are you? And who else?
We have
Habang
Emily.
kinukuha.
Good evening to you, Emily.
I know. Rosette, hello. And okay, I'd like to greet ayan, Bobby Blue. Hi, Migs. Thank you for visiting the Playroom. Please invite your followers to like also and follow our Facebook page. Ayan.
Yeah.
Oo nga, alam nyo, help us reach 3,000 followers, please. Please do share our page. It's at 89. Ayan, share natin ha, para malaman niya. Hi, Ate Rodora, hello. I miss you. Okay, let's
Mhm.
share our page para alam nila kung saan Mali pinindot ng
What
DJ niya.
was that?
No, no, no. So
I
anyway,
asked him, what was that?
yeah, I know, I'm so sorry. Please. Ayan na, ayan na.
There you
Sige,
go.
pakita na natin, Migs.
So this is my most expensive record.
Wow, Madonna.
Oh!
Madonna, La Isla Bonita. You'd think like a lot, it's a
Yeah, yeah,
popular
yeah,
record.
yeah,
Lots of people
yeah.
have this. But turns out this version with this little heart center was only made here in the Philippines. And Madonna
So-
people, Madonna collectors worldwide want this so bad.
Yeah.
Grabe. So how much was that?
This one I think cost me 7K because it's in really good condition. So already for that, like I've never paid more for a record before. Like it's to me that was already like mind blowing. But I've never seen it in this condition, nor have I actually seen it at all since. And I checked every time I check online for this one.
How much is it
Um,
right now?
Hang on, let me pull up the Discogs page here. Here we go. La Isla Bonita, Philippines, 1987. No one's selling it. No one's selling it now. But the lowest price it's been sold for online is $700.
Oh,
Mhm.
wow.
Alright.
Okay.
That's the lowest.
Nice.
Mhm.
The highest,
Okay.
so far, the
Is?
highest, $1,800. I'm like, yikes.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
Yeah, that's
Ang
disco.
laki.
Mm-mm.
Oo.
That's why this one doesn't go anywhere. Doesn't stay.
So aside from Madonna, so how much is your, what you call this? The most valuable aside from 7,000 worth of vinyl. May mas mahal ka pa ba nabili aside from that?
Mas mahal, no. This is my most expensive because like after I spent, I was like, man, that was a lot of money. I'd rather spend on the equipment na lang after that. But otherwise, like,
yeah.
yeah, I don't spend kasi more. Like, I think I have a few records I spent 4K for.
Mm-hmm.
But those are the rare like Japan only ones, the ones that are really high value records. But anything beyond, if it's like a 5-figure price, I'm like, no, I'll pass on that. I think I can spend that on groceries.
Yeah. So if,
Yeah,
if, you,
that's
if
true.
you don't if you don't mind,
That's true.
Migs, so how many vinyls do you have right now?
Somewhere in the neighborhood of like 3,000.
All right.
Oh.
So mo binili yan?
Pero
Is it
hindi lang yung
online?
collection niya.
Or binibili mo yun outside the country?
All over. I started
All
kasi
over.
with within the country, like like if there are record stores available here, might as well go through that. Yeah, I started off kasi digging in like Cubao X, Makati Cinema Square,
Mhm.
and then another place called Frescoleros. And then after that, when I went to Japan for the first time,
Yeah,
I found so many record stores in Shibuya and Shinjuku,
Shibuya.
and
That's true.
I just went to town on those. As in, I came back I think with 50 or 70 records, and then every trip it's like that. And my God, they keep the records so clean. Same thing for when I go to the
Memory.
US, and plus
Mhm.
they're so much cheaper. Like they sell their records for like $1-2 each. I'm like, yes, please.
Oh.
Yeah.
Same thing for Australia. I don't go record hunting anywhere in Singapore. Mahal ng prices eh. Singapore and Hong Kong.
Yeah, actually, nakabili ako sa Singapore. That's 2 unlimited. Grabe.
Yeah.
Siguro, nasa 2,000.
Ooh,
Yeah,
ooh, that's
two
expensive.
unlimited.
Wow.
Yeah, it is.
Yamani Angelo. But anyway, okay, here's another question. Migs, do you produce as well or just DJing?
Nah, I just DJ.
Would
People
would
have
you
been
love
telling
to
me
produce? Would you love to
Actually, yeah.
produce one day?
One day, yeah. I mean, if I have the proper equipment and the heart and the time for it, then why not,
Yes.
diba? Because I actually do know how to play piano and I do know how to play the violin. Well, I sort of still know. So I do have a bit of musical background on me, but I just never got around to producing because my heart was
Yes.
never into that. I was always about just the music itself and like putting the music together.
Mhm.
Okay.
Mhm.
But do you think if you're gonna collaborate with a singer artist, would you love
Mm-mm.
that? Would you love to? Who? International and local. I would love to know.
My goodness, local. It's hard to pick because there's so many good ones.
I
Keanu
know,
V is
but yeah,
great.
just one,
Like,
just one. It doesn't mean it's your favorite, but yeah, just one.
I would say, that's a very good one. Who would be good? Probably Route 83 because they make
Oh,
very good
yeah,
electronic
that's
pop
true.
music, and they're
That's
from
true.
Mhm.
Cebu. Like they were actually supposed to guest on Magic in March of 2020, but well, lockdowns happened. Route
Mhm.
83 is a good
Yeah.
one. I'd say if a different genre, Curtis Smith, he's actually a childhood friend of mine. Like I would love to.
Curtis, yeah.
Curtis Smith is Mito's also very very talented
Yes.
musically. Canavi's another good one. Oh gosh, Anna Mori. Yeah, if my list will get longer and longer.
Go
Sud,
on.
especially. My God, like if you get some of Sud's talent and saxophone on a song that sounded a bit
Oh,
more
that would be
electronic,
nice.
hell yes.
That
Yeah.
would be great. I
Mhm.
love it. Maganda yon. Alam mo, kung meron lang makagawa, antayin ko yan, Migs. Talaga may pressure na
Fingers
si Migs.
crossed.
Yeah.
Okay, Richard has a question. Ay, hindi
I don't
pala
think it's a
question
question.
to.
That's
May
not a question.
binibenta daw si Migs na plaka sa akin. Sobrang mahal.
Sobrang
Totoo ba
mahal.
yan? Anong plaka yan? Gusto ko malaman yan.
I think that's Jason Donovan's Too Many Broken Hearts. Was it expensive? I don't think I sold it for a lot. I'm pretty sure
Magkano
I
ba?
didn't sell my records.
How much we're talking how much we're
I
talking
think it's
here?
I think it was that was 300. I bought that for more. Eh.
Si Richard naman
Talaga? Ito naman,
grabe ng
binabarat. Pati
ganito.
online, binabarat. Magalit si Inut sa atin.
Joke lang.
You should see his record collection though. Dami niyang
I
rare.
know.
Ah.
I know.
In fairness,
Ang galing.
nung nag-guest yung Buko Jam sa Magic dati, like last year, I was like,
Yeah.
how'd you even get this record? Where's this even from? As in, no traces of the record online. I had to get like the audio from YouTube.
Yeah.
Okay.
Talaga. Galing ah.
Migs,
So, alam mo,
yeah, may question ako, Migs. Do you collect local as well?
Yes, local 12-inch is a big yes for me. Joke lang,
Alright.
Richard.
Yeah.
local. Basta, if it's local, it has to be either an exclusive, as in something that's
Mhm.
never been released anywhere else. Like for
yes.
example, this little nugget, or it has to be a local record from a local artist na may extended version. Looking at Gary V for all of that.
Yeah.
I have a bunch of different ones also, like surprising ones from like Paula Luz. I have another extended one from Ding Dong Avanzado. What's the other one? I have a bunch of others that I don't that surprised me because they weren't the big hits, but they had like extended versions anyway. Randy Santiago,
Mhm.
there, Babaero. I have that also.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Mhm.
Kata ng mga ano yan.
Is Gary
Kata ng mga
Vazquez-
DJs yan.
Wow.
Migs, kasi I've been looking for Gary V sa Yahweh. Nag-release mo si Gary V naman.
Oh.
12-inch parang wala eh.
Yeah.
I think he
Hirap
released
hanapin eh.
Hataw na on 12-inch.
Yeah,
But
meron ako
parang
nun.
sa Yahweh, never got one, which surprised me because I thought that would get one. I thought also Look in Her Eyes would get an extended version, pero parang wala eh. I've been looking. Hataw na pala has it has a club version, an extended version, pero sa CD lang. Ay, joke.
Okay.
Meron pa the vinyl.
No.
Grabe, research talaga ni Migs eh. No?
I'm looking it up right now because I'm curious also if Sayawe has nga an extended version I'm not aware of, pero parang wala naman.
Do you miss playing on clubs?
Oh my goodness, yes. So much, so badly. Like really, the first thing I want to do
Really?
when the alert levels are down and clubs are open is get back to working.
Yeah.
It's different, like when you're doing this online, like a radio show is fine. Like I like doing this. This is completely fine
I
because
know.
I have people to talk to. But with the mixing, actually, this is also like one of the reasons I kind of dialed down from Kumu because imagine doing a full 2-hour set with
Yes.
just the camera as your physical audience. Like I love the supporters, I love the people tuned in, I love the fans, but it's different when you see the energy in the club. Diba? It's different when you see people moving, grooving,
That's
dancing.
true.
Because you
That's
never
true.
know. You never know online. You never know what's happening behind the screens.
It's true. Yun yung mahirap dun eh. Like, with this pandemic, what, did you learn something new or did you stop doing something na dating favorite mo gawin? Tell us about what happened. Pandemic hits you. What happened?
Panay live yun ni
Well,
Mix eh. Napapanood ko
I
last
know.
year.
Puro yun din ang napapanood. Pero, I mean, like, outside your DJ thing.
well, I did
Good
get
things that happen.
into yeah, I got into I dedicated more time to fitness at least. So exercising, biking, jogging, working out, that's become part of my near daily routine already. So that's good because before I'd keep putting
Yes.
it off. I'd go to work, come home tired, have dinner, take a 2 hour nap, go straight to
Yeah.
the club after that, and I'd just be like, oh, I'll work out tomorrow, and repeat and repeat and repeat, and next thing I know, it's been 3 years.
Uh-huh.
So so I made that part of my
Ang
lifestyle.
bilis.
Also, made it a point also to like fix up my room a bit, get rid of other things, and just making sure that my living space here is really my man cave now because I'm gonna be here a lot, so might as well
Oh,
like
okay.
bought new lights.
Fix.
Like all these like these things behind me. Um, all of these shelves are new. They're all collapsible bamboo shelves. So I like them because they're
Oh,
nice. They're very
nice.
nicely colored,
Mhm.
and they're sturdy.
Okay.
Plus, it adds a lot of like extra space for my shoes.
Ah,
Spending
I
less
knew it.
also.
So
I knew you were gonna say that.
speaking of
I knew
shoes,
you.
you are a collector of shoes?
Yes,
Super.
yes.
Wow.
Super.
Not
Parang
as
pareho
much as
Ah,
ng
before.
asawa mo, gano'n, no, Grisel?
alam mo, from the last aray ko. Binibenta ko na nga po pala. Anyway, from the last show, Migs showed us yung favorite shoes niya. Yung pa rin ba favorite shoes mo? O hindi na? Meron ka lang mas
Yes.
higit. Yun pa
Well,
din.
I mean, after the
You
show, I
know?
haven't. After that next show, I haven't really bought anything new. Just saying, just
Really?
saying. I'm wondering. Like, I think I've only
Oh!
bought like 3 pairs. I'm like really, this is big for me because I used to buy like several pairs a year before. Oh my
I
god!
know, I
But
know.
that's when the collection. That's when like when 2020 hit. That's another thing I had to change my spending habits. So
Yes.
less spending on clothes, less spending on shoes, less spending on drinks. It's like because I'm not going out anyway. So where am I gonna wear them? So
Yeah.
That's
my
true.
the only new one kasi I really have is this. It's
What's that?
an
Oh, I can't
it's
see.
the Asia Pacific exclusive Yeezy. I was like, you know
Oh,
what?
yeah, yeah,
Because
yeah,
I'm
yeah, yeah.
I'm generally not a fan of Yeezys, but I kind of like the color on this one, and it's pretty
Style.
comfy. So
Mhm.
Masarap sa paang
otherwise,
easy.
favorites still pretty much the same. Although
Ayan na.
I did fall back in love with this one because this is actually an older model already, but this
Oh,
is a
yeah, yeah,
Katie
yeah.
Mother's
Katie.
Day edition, and it's got that beautiful rose pattern on it,
My
embroidered, weaved.
God.
Oh, pamay na lang tayo dyan.
Super linis sa mga sapatos ni Migs. My God.
Super linis kasi hindi ako malabas.
Oh my God. Pero hindi lang siya sneakers ang kinokolek. Show them your toys, Migs.
Oh my gosh. You mean?
Nadagdagan na ba yung dati mo? Oh,
Well,
there you go.
the Poke plushies, not really. That's still the
Yeah.
same. But I did add a few Funkos.
Oh, okay. How much is the
How-
expensive one?
How much is
Can I
that?
Well, all of the others are. No, all of the others are just normal priced Funkos, 600. Some actually one I got for free because I think what is it? Phil Bars was on sale, and a friend of mine
Yes.
asked me kasi to buy the Ateneo Blue Eagle Funko Pop for him. So
yeah,
I bought that,
saw
and he
that.
said, sir, it's you got to we're on sale, so here you can buy one for free." I'm like, okay.
Mhm.
Well, this one
Buy
I
one for
won't
free.
I won't say the price because like this one's custom, so it's going to be expensive anyway. So you know it, but it's a one-off. But this is my favorite one.
Can I see? Is that?
Wow,
Oh, I
it's
can't see.
personalized,
Oh, wow! It's Migs.
It's
It's
me.
nice. It's nice, Migs.
There's this great
Yeah.
group called Cahel Customs that makes it. So
Mhm.
if you guys want to make your own, just
Yeah.
hit them up. They're really great.
Ayan. Again, what's the name of this? The one who customized your Funko?
Kahel Costumes, Kahel,
Okay. Ayan, guys. If you
or
want your
Kahel,
own
Kahel Kahel.
Funko Pop personalized,
Ito
go to
yung
Kahel.
logo nila.
Ayan. Ayan, pag nakakita kayo ng ganyang itsura, i-add nyo sila sa Facebook. Oh, it's nice. I would love to have that too.
So,
Okay.
anyway, going back to your music, um, sandali May question dito kanina eh. Very interesting question. Nasaan na yun?
I know. I was looking for it.
Which one?
Yeah, wait.
Hold on.
Sige. Look for it na.
Naku, ang dami
Ayan.
questions.
But anyway, Migs, you are 30 years old now, right?
Yes, correct.
Yes, you are. So, kailan mo planong mag-settle down or settling down and, any plans? Kasi, syempre, 30 years old is something like, medyo, ako, even though I'm still single, but I do have, also plans of getting married soon or later. It depends. But with you, Migs, when is your plan?
Settling down as in like for marriage, I'd say eventually when the right one comes along.
Oh,
But
right.
I'm not in a rush
Ayun
naman.
na. All right.
Diba? No rush.
Yeah.
Kung
Yeah.
ako
You got one-
hihingan nyo ng payo.
Sige, go ahead.
Tama yung sinabi niya. Huwag kayo magmadali. Sakit sa ulo. Hindi, joke lang. Puro na lang kami
Diba?
rubber shoes.
Wow. Hugot. But diba? Like,
Wala.
kasi my philosophy here is you have one life to live. So
That's
if you're
true.
gonna rush into something because society tells you to rush into it, you might just, derail whatever life you have. I mean, you'll find the right
Yeah.
one. You'll find the one you want to settle down with eventually. Or not,
Oh.
I'm not gonna impose. But the thing is, why rush when you can enjoy? And if it's not,
That's
if your
true.
lifestyle isn't hurting anybody, then why stop it? Diba?
And make sure maybe when you want to really settle down, you're really ready to settle down.
Yes.
Because
Also,
it's hard to commit to someone. Ay, humuhugot na naman si DJ Hugot. It's hard to commit to someone. It's true. Tapos then you realize, I think I'm not ready because I met another person. That's not fair, right? But anyway,
there's a song about
here's
that.
another question.
Yeah, there's Alvin.
Megs, ayan, how did you feel DJing at the Star Magic Ball? Ayan, how was it compared to the other club parties that you played on? Thank you so
Thanks,
much,
Aldrin.
Aldrin. Yes.
It was fairly nerve-wracking because I had some equipment problem at the time. Scary equipment problem. Like for some reason, like none of my equipment would connect to the mixer, which is weird. And even when we unplugged all the RCAs, like the CD player, the CDJs were still playing what tracks were on them. I'm like, what's happening? I don't see any connections here anymore. Not even like the, what do you call that? The cable that connects both CDJs. I don't see the link anymore. Like, what's happening? So nerve-wracking, but the party was pretty good. Like it was fun. Obviously, like they put it online and you got people going, why is this person playing that music? They should play music that I like, not what the people there like. Like, you're not here. So it was nerve-wracking a bit, but it was pretty fun. No, it was good. It was good. Because the way I see all of these parties, like the way I saw Star Magic Ball was it's another way also for all these people who work for the media company to enjoy themselves. Because imagine working year-round, nonstop for content, for shows, producing all of these things. You're gonna be tired. You're gonna be burned out, and all you want to do is party and have a good time. So I just basically gave it the same treatment as most of my Christmas and corporate parties, and it was fun.
Oh, isa yun sa nakakamiss, no? Ang Christmas at corporate. Hindi dahil sa kita. Nakakamiss talaga. Pag December, alam mo na yun. Pero ako namimiss ko yung kita. But anyway, there's another question. Hey, Migs, if a DJ makes a remix of an old song and if he sends it to you, a copy, would you play that on your party?
Probably.
Would you
if I
support
like the
other DJs
remix,
too?
of
Oh
course, of
yeah.
course. Oh my goodness! I have several from some of my DJ friends in like who went into production or the ones who tried their hand at production, and I use some of them I still use until now, like over and over. It really
Yeah.
depends if I happen to like the remix or not, or if it fits my sets. Old songs especially, because there are a lot of old songs, like older like 80s and 90s songs that don't have proper remixes for mixing or for parties,
Mm-hmm.
like parang
Yes.
mahina yung bass or tunog lata yung original, like, and then someone spruces it up. I'm like, oh hello,
Yeah.
I will make use of that.
Yes. Yeah.
Ayan. Sige, I'm still browsing for some questions. So, Angelo, please.
Yeah.
Kasi ang hirap mag-control, Angelo. So, you can do this. Ayan, Don Laxon says, DJ Migs,
Hey, what's
bow
up, Don?
down.
Mix.
It's really
Marielle
nice.
says,
Yeah.
thank you for
Go
sharing,
ahead.
DJ Migs. Oh,
Thanks,
anyway,
Mariel.
go.
So may question dito si ano, may question dito si wait, nasaan na yun? Hindi, natanong na to. So my question now, personal question is in terms of DJing using a controller and a
Yeah.
vinyl. So which do you prefer? And what can you advise to those DJing? As we all know, since the pandemic last year, ang daming dumbas na magagaling na DJs,
Uh-oh.
controllers and
It's
vinyls.
true.
So now, as a professional one, as an iconic DJ, and as a humble guy who started from virtual DJ, what can you advise to these people?
Always do it from the heart. You know, always. It doesn't matter if you're mixing virtually or with analog. If you're doing it from the heart, just keep doing it from your heart, and don't let anyone dictate what you should be playing. Especially if you have your own crowd, you have your identity, you have what you like. Like for me, I play a lot of top 40 because that's the kind of person I am. I like my pop hits, I like my radio hits, and
Mhm.
um others are like, oh, I only play a subgenre of hip hop. Then
Mhm.
go with it, run with it. Don't let people go to you and say, oh, you should be playing Drake instead if you don't happen to be a Drake fan. I'm like, dude, no, because
Yeah.
you're the one who's doing
Yeah.
you're the one who's doing the music, you're the one who's doing the mixing. It's
Yeah.
your talent that's there. And these places, these venues, and heck, even if you're doing it online on your personal page, this is your space, and you're the one bringing
That's
talent
true.
into the fray here. So
Mhm.
don't lose your identity, don't lose your soul to someone else, because at the end of the day, you're DJing with your style, with your music, and
True.
it shows, especially like who you are as a character. So
It's true.
because like from my experiences, if someone is playing a genre that they don't like, it's gonna show. The music is gonna be a bit jumpy. The flow is gonna be off. And if you see the person, like I know with us DJs, we're like, especially in bars, we're kind of just in the corner there, but you'll see the person just not enjoying themselves, just going, eh, eh. It looks weird,
Yeah.
especially if the speakers are blaring and everyone's like, yeah, party, and you're like, ugh, yeah, yeah. But yeah, but
Not
again,
my type.
also one other thing is, don't overdo yourselves. Don't burn yourselves out on this, and remember to just keep having
Yeah.
fun, because once it stops
Oh,
being fun
sorry.
for you to DJ,
Mhm.
it
Mhm.
becomes a burden, and that's what you
I
never
don't
want,
know what
especially from
happened.
something.
Oh, why? I think we're having a technical problem.
Are we
Oh yeah, go, mix.
okay?
Yeah.
Sorry. So
Sorry.
I got worried there for a while. I thought the whole stream went down. No, but like the thing is, if you burn yourselves out on work that you found to be, your passion, your comfort zone, then it's going to become a job, and that's the last thing I ever want DJing to be for me. That's the last thing I ever want music to be for me, a job. Because
Yeah, that's
the way I see it, it's passion with pay. You're
true.
enjoying yourselves, you're loving what you do, you're loving what you hear, and
That's
you're making a living out of it, which is fantastic. But
Yeah.
once you start going behind the decks and thinking, ugh, I don't want to be here. I don't want to do this. I'm tired.
Mhm.
It's once it becomes a burden, that's when you know something's wrong. That's when you know something's up. And folks, never, ever let yourselves get to that. If you have to take a break, take a break, take a vacation, take some time off, take time for your family, for friends, for inner self, like take care of yourselves out there.
So you mentioned these three particular guys who help you out as a mentor,
Yes,
teach you
Yeah.
how to become a DJ. So this is John Tupas,
Oh,
David Argente, and who's the other one?
Nino.
Yeah,
Inyo.
Belson.
So with these three guys, like it's funny because they didn't actively mentor me. Like I'd say David had the most hands on because I was playing in his bar before. But with the rest, I'd watch them because I usually this is the funny thing about me. I usually tend to learn by watching people or by watching someone do something and then trying it out myself for like from the get go. So
Mhm.
with John and Nino, because they used to both play for Magic on Friday Madness, 12-inch
Mhm.
Friday. So I just watched them. I'd listen to their flow. I'd take notes of their playlists and watch how they go with genres, how they make the music flow from one end to the
Yes.
other, and how to go by their BPMs and whatnot, and
Mm-hmm.
like and how to go with the beats and the genres.
Mhm.
So
Mhm.
I every so often I'd ask a question like, so what? Okay, like mostly it's like, oh my god, where'd you get this record? But
Mhm.
other times I'd ask, so how come you played this instead of? Because I would see other records lined up, and then they'd pick one, and then put it back down, or they'd have something on the turntable already, take it out, get something
Mhm.
else. I'm like, so why did you change records like mid like in the middle of your show? And then they'd just be like, because I had like an idea came in, and I feel like the record I'm playing now is a better fit for the previous song. Like it keeps the flow more, it
Mm-hmm.
keeps the balance better with the music, and then in
Mhm.
keeping with the genre as well, you can't like jump from, let's say, a Madonna track and just hit straight up go to, I don't know, what's something really deep like Shona dancing. It doesn't make sense. So
Mhm.
you'll have to keep the balance, and that's where I learned how to balance my records and to like sort of focus on crowd reading. David
Mhm.
Naman also taught me about quicker mixing, like how to how
That's his
to
style.
play her. Yeah, diba? Like
Yeah.
for parties talaga, because like how to like because of course in 80s mixing you wouldn't be doing this. You'd be playing songs using their breaks, but 90s and beyond, you wouldn't have all these extended versions with breaks in the middle. So you'd have to kind of get creative. So how to kill
Yeah.
the equalizers, how to play around with the trim a bit or not,
Yes.
because most songs are already equalized,
Mhm.
and do all these things, effects and whatnot. And with that, he just showed me a few of these things and how to make songs, like, and how to play an opening set also, not to take all of the songs away from the primetime DJ or the closing DJ, which
Yes.
like had I gone to DJ school, I would have learned. But it's all trickle down information for me. So even beyond that, actually, I told you that Prescott's a bit outdated. I I learned a few more things from some friends of mine from Beat Project Manila. Like
Mhm.
Mark
Yes.
Marcigan taught me a bunch of things. Gavin
Mhm.
Mark.
Skews taught me a bunch of things. Brandon, John, Carlo Atendido, Cat DJ, Travis,
Mm.
they all they all taught me a few things in their own little ways without, really teaching me these things. Arya and Magat as well. Honestly, the one I learned the most from. And it's all this information just gathered together
Yeah.
in one mind. And that's what I use whenever I do a set. Just balance the genres, balance the crowd reading, balance the tricks, balance the equalizers, everything.
Mhm.
So it's just a lot of trickle down information from a lot of DJ friends rolled into one, and that's what I use as my output for the music. And then of course
Mhm.
I learn a few things on my own on the way too. So just
Yeah.
it's just a never you just never stop learning with
Yeah.
this.
Very well
That's
said.
true. That's
Yeah.
true. That's true. Alam mo, each DJs, sa totoo lang, kasi maraming ngayon, hindi sa pag-ano, we love you all. Ang Filipino kasi kahit singers or whatsoever, mahilig tayo talagang kumopya. Sa totoo
Mm-mm.
lang. Sa totoo
Mhm.
lang 'to. I'm just saying the
Mhm.
truth, okay?
Yeah.
Because I myself, an artist too, dumaan ako diyan.
Mhm.
But as along yung alam mo yun, like, as you walk in through this path talaga, along the way, you'll find your true identity.
Mm.
Yes, you can mix some of the ideas from other DJs, right?
Mhm. Mhm.
But still, tama yung sinabi ni Migs na don't lose yourself. Because
Mhm.
that's how
Correct.
you're gonna sell yourself, right? Like si Migs, alam mo, kilala siya na nakakatawa, ganyan yun eh, maraming kwento, madaldal. But, ang dami niyang followers sa Kumu. Ang dami mong followers, ha? As in, ang daming guest, ang dami niyang ano. Pero hindi nawala yung identity niya. May tanong si Maha, sino daw ang inspiration mo? Yun talaga yung tanong ko sa ganyan.
My inspiration. Oh my goodness, this is one question I haven't had in the longest time. Really, actually, I could say that John Tupaz was one of my first because
Oh,
I
classic.
remember when I was listening to the radio pa to, I wasn't even involved in the June Jock program yet. I was just a listener on
Mm.
Magic. I heard his mix for the first time on 12-inch Friday. Back then, it was still being hosted by James Bang, who's now my boss. And I'd hear him mix. I'd be like, wow, okay, this is nice. And
Mhm.
then I heard John's mix. And for the first time ever, I couldn't tell because most of the songs in that like I call it a proto mix because mga 20 minutes lang yan, sampler lang yan eh.
Mhm.
Most of the songs in that mix, I was unfamiliar with. Mga two or three lang out of I'd say 10 songs there were in my library. So I couldn't tell for the life of me where one song started and another one ended. I'm like,
Mhm.
my God, there's a way to do this pala. There's a way to make songs sound like like one song in 1 hour.
Mhm.
And that's what inspired me to start mixing the idea of the mega mix. I'm just like, how do you make songs transition from one to another without making it obvious that the songs are transitioning, diba? It's like, whoa,
Yeah.
dude, this is wild. um there's another one actually. Party on Weekends also kind of did influence me. I think I can't remember who was on it. Might have been DJ Kimusabe, but using all of these edits also like Funky Mix, Ultimix, and X Mix, whatever remix service edits with
Mhm.
added like elements and whatnot for normal songs. I'm like, wow, this
Mhm.
is blowing my mind even more because again, the song sounded like the song sounded smooth, being mixed from one to another, and at the same time, there were extra elements to make the song sound more exciting. So you'd have a radio edit, and suddenly it'd be spruced up, and I'd be like, wow, how do you do this? Where do you get these? Next thing I know,
Yes.
I'm downloading it crazy. Yeah, I also started my music collection with piracy. So now you guys know.
I guess we all have that. I'm just
Yeah.
kidding. But, nilaglag yung sarili eh. No? Natatawa tuloy ako. Anyway, ganito lang kami kakulit. Sorry guys. But, okay. Oh my God, there are a lot of questions. I don't know where to start. Okay.
Just pick some. Pick any.
I know. Random. So
Wag lang
anyway,
math questions.
wag ako din. No muna tayo dyan. But, okay. So tomorrow, you're gonna play sa 89.5 The Playroom. And we're excited that you're gonna be with us again tomorrow.
Yes.
So any idea of what songs gonna play? What's the theme tomorrow?
I'm gonna
Something
let
to look
everyone in.
forward to.
I'm gonna let everyone in a little secret. I don't
Okay.
know also. I haven't planned it.
Love it. That would be great.
I have to pick out my records for tomorrow first. So actually, like I did an all vinyl set just a few weeks ago, so this is perfect. At least I can still get
Oh,
that out again.
nice.
Okay.
I'll pick out my records first, but I'm gonna don't expect too many like top 40 hits because that's what
That's
gets me
fine.
cut. It's what gets me cut all the time on Facebook. Unless we do it through Streamlabs,
Well,
then I'd be
That's
happy.
true.
speaking of Facebook cutoff, so do you do some effects para
So you can't be
ma-uncut ka
cut
ng
off.
Facebook?
Yeah.
So
I try. Like this is actually why I started talking more over my mixes last year
Shows.
because
yes.
I
Yeah.
noticed that this is the way to get Facebook to get confused Because
Uh-huh.
if you keep talking, obviously
That's
it's
true.
not going to pick up the audio playing under very clearly. It's like
Mhm.
Shazam. It won't pick it up if you have like someone blasting whatever over another song.
Yeah.
But it doesn't always work anymore. So normally what I do is I just pitch the songs up a bit, especially for vinyl. That's easy. When I use Serato also, it's easy. I just turn off pitch lock and like, okay, plus everything. Let's go. Make everybody sound like chipmunks. But at the same time, people don't really care. So good. I heard from another friend pala that Facebook, apparently what they do now is if they detect you playing a song that's copywritten and they
Yeah.
don't take you down immediately, they're gonna pitch your songs up like +8.
Yes.
They're gonna pitch your
Yeah.
audio up. So
Yeah.
you won't hear
Really?
it, but everyone else
Yeah.
will. Yeah, that's what I heard. So
Mhm.
imagine
Oh,
having
that doesn't
Alvin and
happen.
Chipmunks on
Uh,
for an hour.
What the
Every
mhm.
heck?
song. Oh my lord. So you'll have covers that aren't actually covers. You can just imagine Pitbull as as Alvin and Chipmunks.
But
Facebook
you're
is
gonna play
sabotaging
some.
the DJs or live streams every now and
Ay,
then.
galing talaga ni Migs mag-copy ng Alvin and Chipmunk. Wait lang. So tomorrow, kasi since, um, kailangan Anjo. So tomorrow, are we gonna hear some old songs? Of course,
Yes.
not the new songs, right? Oh, yeah.
No, if we're going all vinyl, like I can't play anything new. I mean, I only have like three or four, or maybe five new albums with me, and two of them
Mm-hmm.
are already Lady Gaga. So I'm not gonna do that. Plus, alanganin
Okay.
is copyright.
Yeah, that's
But you're gonna
true.
hear a lot of old songs. I might start with the early '90s. So, because from my experience,
Nice.
the one that gets cut the least on Facebook are the early '90s, especially mga remix service tracks. So I might start
Uh-huh.
with
Yeah.
that and then transition into the '80s as the night goes on. We'll see. Again, I've told people on Kumu so many times before, I never plan my sets out until I get there. So
Oh, yeah.
except for this, the vinyl needs to be planned out because I have to get the vinyl. Otherwise, you're gonna see me leaving the screen every other minute.
Uh-huh. Hmm.
So I'm
Yeah.
gonna I'm gonna see first what I can dig out for tomorrow. But expect
So we're
that.
all excited. Nako, sige. Well, most of our moderators who are watching right now, hello to Maha, Maria Bernadette, Maine, Charmy, Marsha, Marjorie, Angelina Lee from Jakarta, Maha from Japan,
Japan.
and of course, our co
Salamat.
DJs also, because 89.5 is a Paris space, so social yan.
Whoa.
And would like to thank also the co-DJs of 89.5 who's like Bobby Blue said hi also,
Hmm.
Johnny Rhythm, Benny Davis, DJ Edgy, ayan. May tanong sa'yo si DJ Edgy, do you still remember Nana, the sister
Yes.
of Nato?
Yes.
Na-trauma ata siya
How
doon,
can I
Edgy.
forget?
Edgy, na-trauma si
How can anyone
Mixon. Kaya,
forget?
oh my God. You know what? It's so funny what happened that time kasi talagang hindi namin pinagtripan si Mix but it's so funny kasi ayun si Edgy look. He was smiling and laughing the whole time. But anyway, yeah. Eto, may question. Eto lagi namin to tinatanong. Ano yung
Oh,
pinaka the best experience mo DJing and the worst? Like, just a hint. Kung ayaw mong drop.
you know, I keep getting asked about the worst one. I keep trying to remember
I
what that
like
is,
it.
but
I want to know.
oh my, like I keep trying to remember because like I can't. I might have blocked out from my memory, or it might not be as bad as I thought it was. But because all my bad ones they resolve themselves. So anyway, but like best one I would say is um. Ooh, I'd probably have to say Le Boracay a few years back. Me and a friend of
Oh,
mine, DJ Gavin Skews, what we do kasi we have this little tandem called Mestizo Manila. So one deck would be his,
yeah.
another would be mine. So we just be mixing
Yeah.
back and forth with each other, like three songs each, and that way we get to show off our individual styles, and we have to uh we have to like jump off each other's music. Okay. um. So well, so that's not a bad experience. But anyway, so the nice thing about that was we went on again after the final act because it's Labor Ake. You have tons of events happening, and this is a
It's
magic
true.
event. So we were in the middle of a lot of events. I think this is in Club Parawata. So down by the beach, like down by Station One, they had like I forgot what company was sponsoring that one, but it was a big festival. And then of course you have uh cry what's that club again in the mall in Boracay?
Oh yeah. Hold on. What's
What's the
that?
club again there?
Wait.
Shucks, I should know
It's
this. It's
station
just like
two.
one
Me too.
club. But yeah, so
Wala na talagang na pandemic na rin pati utak.
oh yeah, I'm an,
So
okay. I'm
anyway,
annoyed
yeah.
at myself for this, but anyway, so people like when the event there kasi ended. The event in Station One ended at midnight kasi ordinance, but we were able to still spin after because we wanted to and it was fun. We did it for free, but we got most of the people on the beach jumping, singing, dancing, and to stay. And it turned into one of the best experiences ever because it was it was euphoric, triumphant. It was so much fun. And it was 3 hours, and we didn't even notice it was 3 hours. So uh, when we finally finished our sets, it was amazing. It was the best experience of our lives. Although, okay, maybe this is also candidate for worst. One of the worst ones was right after that. The manager of the club, because like the freaking guy who ended up getting the mic at that time, he told everyone, "Accent, thank you, good night," and instead of inviting them into the actual club. So oops.
Say good night.
So Gavin already left. Like my partner already left, and everyone went and got food. I was just fixing up my stuff because I was gonna join them obviously. And then when I got on for the stage, I was the only one there, and all of a sudden the manager starts yelling his head off at me, saying, "How dare you? I've never been disrespected more in my life." And I was like, I didn't even do
What?
anything, right? But he had to take his anger out on someone, and I was the one there. Sad part is I actually know him from even before, so I know. But anyway, so that could count as one of my worst ones. Another bad one also was miscom. I had a miscommunication with the manager stories. The man like a band because I was playing for a very short set for an event, and then the band I was only playing in between sets of the band. So when the band was back on stage, normally because when I play sets between bands, but there's a bit of communication like, "Are you guys good?" Okay, they look back at me like, okay, all right. So I was waiting for that, and I just saw them standing there, like, okay, and then tinkering with their equipment. I was like, okay, so I guess they're still checking. And after a while, they all left. So I was like, what's happening? So I had to check on what was happening, and apparently the band
Yeah.
thought I was trying to ruin their set. I was like, what? No, you guys never even talked to me. And the manager was just screaming at me like crazy. So, well, in the end, they went up, they performed, and the manager called me over and she's like, you know what? I'm so sorry for a while ago. Heat of the moment. This is not usually how I act, and I can tell that this is just a miscommunication. So eventually, like, I kind of made amends with her, and it ended well. So at least that one. That's why I can't count that as a really bad experience. So other than that, like I said, it's all equipment not working. Like there's this one. I remember this one Christmas party which was held in Circuit Makati. So it's a huge stage and everything.
It's a
And all of a
huge
sudden,
stage,
the power to the stage cuts off. Nothing else did. Just the stage.
Oh.
So my like the music dies, right?
Mhm.
So the speakers, nothing. But
Mhm.
the power didn't cut off to the equipment. So I just showed them like, yeah, can you see the mixer here? The lights are still on. I just have no music coming out. So yeah, just minor things like that. But the best ones always, you have people coming up to you saying, "Hey, we really enjoyed our night. Thank you so much. Oh my God, where have you been all our lives? Like we haven't had a party this great in years." It's like, aw, thank you. It's hard to pinpoint. It's really hard to pinpoint. It's I tend not because to remember the best ones. I just kind of put them all together into one life experience. Keep myself positive, not for
Yeah.
COVID, but for experiences.
Did you receive what's the biggest tip that you
Oh
received?
yikes! Okay, this is a funny one
I
because
want to know.
I normally don't get big tips. Like that. Like I've gotten a lot of 20 peso ones, which are fine. 20 pesos is still parking, But the
Mhm.
Yeah.
biggest one I received was I was playing opening for in a club in Makati, and this one American guy is there, and then with his girl, and then he asks me to play a song that I don't have, but he sends up
Mm-hmm.
1,000 with it. I'm like, okay,
Oh, you're
sure,
obligated, babe.
yeah, dude. Like, hello, that's 1,000. That's already like that's
I
half my TF already. So like,
know.
okay, let's go. And here's the funny thing. I just keep after that, after I play his song, it's opening. There's no one really there yet, and I can do whatever I want. So thank goodness, like it still fit the vibe. So I just keep playing. I just keep playing my normal songs, and once the club gets a bit more busy, I transition a bit more into the Moomba bouncy stuff. He keeps
Mm-hmm.
giving money. He keeps sending tips, and not even with
Oh,
the requests anymore.
wow.
He's just like, dude, I love this song. Even the bouncer who's normally there by the DJ's booth, he just
Mhm.
lets a guy go in now. Like to give the tip because he's harmless. Okay. So eventually I end the night, I'm like, yo, I have 9,000. The guy gave me
Oh,
nine
nice.
Wow.
for nine
Just
songs. I'm
one
like,
guy.
yeah.
Oh.
That's not even including the tip. I'm like, oh, wow, okay. I'm okay with this. I'm not gonna complain.
Mas malaki pa sa TF.
Oh, more than double.
Diba? They like if here, sometimes other people doesn't understand. If DJing and music is your passion,
Yeah.
sometimes it's not, we're not saying that we're not we're not budget conscious, right? But it's nice to receive also big amount. But
It
if
is.
you're playing it because it's your passion, it's different, right?
Mm-mm.
Yun
It's
yung
the
pinakamagandang nangyari kay
It
Migs,
is.
actually.
That's why. Like I enjoy playing because I enjoy playing. I don't mind. I love doing it. I love the job. I love the music. And getting a tip is a very, very nice extra, which keeps me playing even longer. Because every time you get something,
Yes.
it doesn't even matter if it's money. It could be food, could be just free, I don't know, candy. You get that slight adrenaline high. And that keeps me going.
Totoo yan.
So just saying to all of you guys who've also been avid supporters with the gifts on Kumu, thank you guys so much.
Oh,
You
yeah.
just want to
Mhm.
say thank you for that. That's always been amazing. Also, the club in Boracay is epic.
Mhm.
Finally
Yun,
remembered.
Yeah,
epic.
it's epic.
Yes.
Can't forget that.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh my God, why not? So anyway, wait. So, record-breaking pa rin si Richard, ah. Pinakamalaking tip. Episode 1 is Richard.
Okay.
DJ
Yeah.
How much did
Radical
he get?
Richard. Oh my God, he said he received 1,000, right? a thousand
Yeah.
dollars?
Mhm.
Wow.
Oh, I
Wow.
know.
That's a
Iba
tip.
talaga si Richard eh.
Yeah.
My
Oo.
God.
My God, sarap maging DJ Radical Richard.
Where
Imagine
in the
one
world?
night.
Wow.
Pero
That's
puro Mambo
amazing.
number 5 yung pinatugtog niya.
Hey, if you give me $100 per Mambo number
I
5, I will play that 10 times,
know.
no problem. Make it Mambo number 50 at this point.
Diba? I mean, like, sometimes you get lucky talaga. Pero, anyway, ayan si Richard, oh. Tignan mo naman, tinatawanan lang tayo ni Richard. Eto, pasagot niya, hindi pa tapos. Oh, tsamba lang
Tama
yun.
lang.
Sabi niya.
Guys,
So, anyway.
I just like to say thank you to Richard because he's the one
Oo.
who make the way to get in touch
Mm-mm.
with Migs Santillan.
With Migs. Oo.
Nakakatawa
Thank
nga
you,
yung,
Richard.
yung original message niya. Sabi niya, bro, si Angelo gusto mag-add sa akin. I'm like, and I was like, sa akin? So, Angelo's gonna add you? Richard? Huh?
Tulog pa yan.
Paisip ko like,
Baka puyat.
why are you telling me this?
Yeah.
I had to ask like, add sa'yo? Thanks, Rich. Thanks, Richard.
So Migs,
Nalito.
do you have upcoming events? Like I believe you have an event later on at 11 o'clock.
Yeah,
Do you
Oh,
please
at
have
do
the
promote.
Mhm.
I do have I have a set on Thursday Jive on Kumu. That's with DJ Marco DXP. He's from Dubai at 12 midnight. So that's an hour of music. It's an hour of mixing. So party stuff. What else do I have? I do have like a bunch of other Kumu guestings on Saturday, and of course tomorrow we have this.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
What else do I have? Yeah,
Can
for
I
the rest
just,
of the month, I'm not sure what else I have, but you'll see it on my pages.
okay,
Migs,
so,
can you do us a favor? Please
Yes.
mm,
invite your friends to follow 89.5 the Playroom page.
Of course.
Yeah.
Guys, don't forget to follow 89.5 the Playroom. The page, I linked it on my Facebook page as well. Don't forget to follow again. So many great DJs are here. And if you want your weekly dose of great mixing, great music, and great interviews, don't forget to check out 89.5
Oh,
the
di ba?
Yeah.
Playroom.
Magkapit-bahay tayo sa 89.9. But anyway, again, guys, I would like to invite you tomorrow. It's Migs Santillan live on Power Playroom mobile series. It's tomorrow, Friday,
Mhm.
8 to 10 p.m. So make sure to add us up on our Facebook account. It's at 89.5 The Playroom. And also, add us up also in our Instagram account. It's at 89.5 The Playroom. Ayan. Migs, we're so thankful that you, personally you, umuo ka sa amin for the interview. And
Yeah.
ayan, this time, seryoso tayo ngayon, Migs. Not unlike the last time with Nana and Natoy. I know, it was fun. And yung mga papermates mo, na-shock na talaga.
Lahat sila na shock.
I know,
Like,
but it was a fun night before. And it's still fun talking to you. Thank you so much.
likewise.
And we're all excited for your show tomorrow, and I am wishing you all the best. Thank you. And Angelo, please.
Yeah. So Mix, thank you so much for for being with us tonight. And
Thank you as well.
let's talk about the trading vinyls tomorrow.
Yes.
Nice.
Yeah. So tomorrow, so you'll be hearing a DJ mix from 9 to, oh no, that's 8 to 10 in the
8,
evening.
10.
That's the Power Playroom Mobile. So he will be with us. This is a third episode of the Power Playroom Mobile. So this is on the Facebook fan page of 89.5 The Playroom. So again, next week, Grisel, okay na bang i-mention ko who will be our next DJ
Oo.
para dito sa mga 86
Parang gusto ko
viewers
na
na,
i-mention kasi total idol, hindi naman idol. Yeah, but idol din ni
yeah.
Mix to.
Oh,
I
sabihin ko na
know.
ba?
Oo.
Oh, so
Please.
speaking of of this guy, na-mention to ni Migs. So isa to sa mga mentor ni Migs.
Yes.
Yeah. So ladies and gentlemen, so hang on for John Tupas next week.
Hey.
So he will be our next DJ for Power
Yes.
Playroom Mobile.
That's gonna be
Legend
exciting.
yan, si John
Yeah.
Tupas.
Mhm.
Legendary.
Absolutely.
Alam mo, walang hindi pwedeng hindi nakakakilala kay John Tupas.
I've
Yan lang ang
never I've
masasabi
never
ko.
I've never seen anyone talk to someone while they were beat matching ever. I'm like, how are you doing this?
Amazing,
That's like,
right?
parang I've seen him like, Oy, bro, ano ba yan? Ano ginagawa mo
Ganun
dyan?
naka-normal.
Oy, oy,
Ganun na siya
ano yung beard
kagaling.
naman? Like, what? I was like, huh?
Ganun na
I
siya
tried it. I
kagaling.
tried it. I can't.
Really?
Really?
Like,
Oh.
talk
Hindi, mahirap
while
talaga.
beat matching on
Yeah.
vinyl. I'm gonna get distracted. You're gonna hear the horses come out.
That's bad.
alam niyo guys, itong si John Tupas, he doesn't want to be interviewed na sana. Kaya lang
Wag
sabi ko,
naman.
John, so we have viewers, listeners from different parts of the world, sabi ko nun. They're looking forward na makilala or makita kanila on air so that they will get to know you more, sabi ko nun sa Playroom. Sabi ko, kasi alam niyo na buhay ko eh. No, hindi pa lahat, sabi ko
Oh,
nun,
no,
please. So
not
pumayag siya.
everyone. Not
Yeah.
everyone.
Pumayag siya.
You know what? Kung sino na nakakilala talaga kay John Tupas, talagang mga nasa club scene. Kasi they've seen who John Tupas is really. And it's really classic. Just ko, daming story dyan. I love it and I can't wait. I really can't wait. But, alam mo yun, Migs, like, marami na ako hindi na tanong sa'yo, ah. But 1 hour came up, sumobra na tayo, and we would like to say thank you. Super thank you. So, please invite again and say thank you to your fans who are watching us right now.
Again, guys, thank you so much for coming through. And thank you so much for sticking with us through the interview. Again, don't forget to follow 89.5 The Playroom here on Facebook. And don't forget to follow them on Instagram as well for more interviews, for more DJ sets. Because, my goodness, if they've got Radical Richard and John Tupas. And who's on last week?
DJ
It was
Marlon.
Marlon.
Marla. Oh, okay. See,
Of course.
they know who to get. They know who to get.
Of
So it's
Okay,
always going
all
to
course.
be a
right.
The
good time
best
here
DJs
on
here.
Mhm.
89.5. So guys, again, don't forget to follow the
Ayan.
page.
Of
Yeah.
course, can you invite them too on your show sa Magic 89.9?
Oh yeah, I heard that. Stop 99.5.
Nice.
Yeah, you guys can tune in every Friday and Saturday on Magic 89.9. I'm there Fridays at 4 p.m. and Saturdays at 12 noon. Fridays for the 90s and 2000s, Friday Madness, and Saturday for all your new hits, new songs, and our countdown every Saturday at 12 noon, except this weekend. I'm not going to be around, but I will be there. I'll be back next week.
Yeah, that's nice. Very good. Ayan, sige. Migs, thank you so much.
Thank you so
Okay,
much as well.
I'm just gonna put you down from the stream. Anyway, thank you, thank you. Literally, he's going down. But anyway, guys, thank you so much. Another wonderful episode here at Power Playroom. Puti ko naman sabi, Pinoy Local. Power Playroom Mobile Series. Thank you so much, guys. Angelo, maybe you want to say thank you or invite them for tomorrow again.
Yeah, to the rest of 86,000 viewers who listen and who watch,
Yes.
the entire 1 hour. Thank you so much, guys, for watching. Sana may natutunan tayo kay Migs Santillan. Well, as you can see, guys, so the purpose of this Power Playroom Mobile interview series is
Yes.
for us to, get something out of these good DJs around. So marami tayong matututunan dyan, especially sa mga
Totoo.
DJs natin aspiring to become,
Totoo.
to become one of the best DJs soon.
Yes.
So yun, marami tayong matututunan dito. Now, again, so marami pa tayong DJs coming in next week. Hang on tight for John Tupas. So he will be our
Oh,
next DJ.
yes.
So grabe, I'm so excited about this guy. And again, to the moderators who shared and who stayed with us for tonight. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you so much, ladies.
Yes.
And to
Thank
the
you.
rest of the world listening from different parts of the country, thank you so much for watching the Power Playroom Mobile interview series. Thank
Yes.
you, guys.
Ayan. Thank you. Ayan, salamat sa inyong suporta. Sa mga hindi ho nakakaalam, ang the Power Playroom mobile series, it's all about the DJs here in the Philippines. We would
Mhm.
like to showcase how great and how talented our DJs here in the Philippines. Yan. Because, syempre, makakilala natin international, but you'll never know. Alam nyo, hindi dahil sa gimmickero at gimmickera lang nakakakilala, but you should know who are
Mhm.
the best DJs. And we will be featuring it only here sa
Yeah.
89.5
Fine. Mhm.
Power Playroom. So again, next week, see you with John Tupas.
Yeah.
And I would like to say thank you first to our moderator,
Mhm.
Angelina Lee from Jakarta, Apakabar. And I'd like to say thank you also to Charmy, Tata. I'd like to greet as well Ginaline, Maine, Maria Bernadette, Maha, Marjorie, Marsha,
Mhm.
and Rudora. Ayan. Thank you so much, guys. And of course, we would like to greet our co-DJs here, the
Yeah.
Primes, diba?
Yeah.
Johnny Rhythm, Bobby
Mhm.
Blue, of course, Benny Davis,
Yes.
ayan, ang ating D'Angelo, and si Edgy. Ayan. Thank you so much, guys. At saka, syempre, si Zoe.
Zoe.
We
Yeah.
miss you, syempre. Yan. And of course,
Listen,
ang mga ating import players, syempre.
players.
Thank you so much.
And
Thank
we
you.
have sponsor for tonight.
Of course, oo nga, hindi ko makakalimutan yan.
I would
Dapat
like
di
to
ko
say thank
kalimutan yan.
you to the one who gave me this microphone. Spin DJ Philippines is the place for DJ equipment, DJ gadgets. All right? So isa yan sa mga sa kilalang legit trusted
Oo.
supplier ng DJ equipment. And for this microphone, thank you so much Julio Chua,
Oo.
Spin
Ganda-ganda
DJ
ng mic niya.
Philippines. Oo,
Ang
oo.
linaw,
Ganda ng
kahit
microphone.
malayo, rinig mo. As in, Spin
Ayan, oh.
DJ, thank you. Spin DJ, thank you in advance.
Yeah.
Thank you in
Julio Chua, if you're
advance.
listening,
Oh my
Chris Alan,
gosh.
appreciated microphone. So,
Thank you. I would really appreciate. Thank you so much. And you know what? Hindi, ang ganda ng quality. No joke. Hindi to dahil nag-sponsor siya kay Angelo or
Actually, hindi na nga ako
humihingi ako.
nag-headphone eh. Kasi naririnig ko na yung sarili ko eh.
I know. At saka kanina, when we were testing, ang layo ni Angelo sa mic niya. Rinig ko siya. Sabi ko, oh my gosh. Sabi ko, ang ganda ng mic mo. I love it. But anyway, guys, thank you so much, Winnie Ching. Thank you. Richard, DJ Radical Richard, thank you.
Man,
Ayan,
thank
sa
you so much,
asawa
man.
niya.
Salamat,
Ayan,
salamat.
syempre, ang mga nasa DMZ, DJ Harry. Of course, I'd like to invite you tomorrow, 1 p.m. I'll be posting on my Facebook. Please do add my Facebook account. It's Crizel Handog. I'll be judging a singing contest on Saturday and Sunday. Ayan. Baka makita nyo naman ang baka makita nyo ang bagong Crizel. Kasi ibang Crizel pag singing, di ba? Ibang-iba ako. Hindi kasing ganito. But anyway, guys, thank you so much and see you again for another episode of Power Playroom Mobile Series. Only here, Angelo, sabay tayo, at 89.5 The Playroom.
Playroom.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Thank you so much. Good night.
Ganda ng mic na to.
I know. Thank